Morning guys, welcome along to the latest installment of the GT3 Endurance, this week at Sachsenring, week number 4. And as predicted by Ian, there wasn't many registrations. It's only 2 splits, 73 registrations I think, and I think that means about a 36 and a 37 split. Just having a quick look here. Looks like because of the low numbers, we have been put in top split. So this could be the, as some people come to call it, the great iRacing giveaway. But welcome along, guys. Hope everybody is well. And let's jump over to the scene. So, yes, it's a Saturday morning. We've done a little bit of practice. We've done a few laps just to get warmed up. We did a lot of running last night at Daytona. So, we wanted to just do a bit of running this morning just to make sure we get back in the groove with things, etc, etc. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one, definitely. We're trying something different because of the craziness on the front right. We are going to be going with only 100 litres in the tank. So we are going to only do stints of 45 laps, or around about 45 laps. But the way I played it in my simulation run with the AI on Wednesday night, I just sort of boxed after an hour. So we'll be keeping an eye on the time, boxing around the 45 lap, 1 hour mark. Depends how the running goes. And obviously that is all dependent, of course, on a clean running. But we'll just go out and do a couple of laps of quali, although we are going to start from the pits, of course. I like to just get my sort of iron a little bit. Morning, Ian. Morning, morning, morning. I don't know if you caught the intro, mate, but yeah, 2 splits, 73 cars, so a 36 and a 37. And we find ourselves in top split because of the, unsurprisingly, because of the low numbers. So yeah, this could be the great iRacing giveaway.
All right, Nick, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done. The track temperature is falling. It's now 23 Celsius.
Yeah. So as you see, in we're car 31, so either out of 36 or 37, I think. I'm pretty sure it was, those were the numbers. I don't know, but when I just added the link to iTelemetry, I did see us over a 6.7k driver in this one. If you have a look at the iTelemetry link at the top, I think it does tell you the strength of field. Bias a little bit forwards. We're enough heat those front tyres. Oh, wow. Good start. Okay, 2.5k. Obviously, this isn't a set where we're going to start on the grid. This is just a bit of a benchmarking kind of run.
The leader has just done a 118.72.
So we're running on full race fuel as well, so we're not even running on quality fuel to try and be competitive here. That's not there at all. I was going to lose the car there on entry. Thought I got in too hot.
324. That puts you 2.9 off the leader's pace. Sector 3 is 0.50 off the pace.
Well, there's some pretty competitive in Sector 3.
The leader has just done 118.48. That's a new fastest lap for Niklaus, 118.00. Sector 1 is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
A little bit better, a little bit tighter in that corner.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Up in from your evening split, Ian, or?
B27, you're now 2.6 seconds off the pace.
So, looks like maybe possibly a little bit quicker than where we are in terms of our car number, or the iRacing car number at least. So yeah, we're running with the different strategy. So we're going to target our stints roughly about 45 laps, I think. Whichever comes first. Because we can always extend the final stint if needed. Starting on 100 litres of fuel to try and help the front right. And my tyre temperature target on that front right, when we get to the top of the hill before the start of the barrage of long lefts, I was trying to get somewhere in my simulation between 90 degrees and 93 degrees.
3.
And I feel like if
2.
I can reach that,
1.
then I can keep
Box
the tyres in a manageable working range. So, but
Front left,
yeah, there we go.
64 Celsius. Front right, 79. Rear left, 61. Right rear, 73.
So while we are waiting for the session to start and everything, I will put it onto the pace car and go and do my last bit of race prep for me personally, and then yeah, get ready to tackle this 3-hour behemoth. So who have we got? THLF I recognise from your races, Ian, that team. It's got 2-star racing teams in there.
That's the end of the session, B29.
There's a couple of THLF teams in here. All right, I'm just going to grid and then return to the car. And I'll be right back. Not left the grid yet. Obviously not.
Okay, Nick, it's a
Group
strong
B,
grid.
shift
We're
X, full
expecting you to finish in
force.
at least P30. The track temp is 27 Celsius. The air temp is 19.
Well,
we didn't record pit timings. The fuel estimates are not going to be great.
at least Jim is
We need to catch
being
up to
optimistic
Egan.
in that he only wants us to gain one position out of this race.
Safety car speed is 76 kilometers per hour.
Oh, I'm not even on live, am I? Just realised. Thanks, Roy. Good morning, mate. Hope you're well. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. Alright, P6 is also starting from the pits, it seems. Right, let me get everything ready. I need to put my rear view camera back on for you guys. And I need to get ready to hit start stint on my iRacing. I'm going to try it out today. Didn't realise actually that it doesn't track it automatically unless you're on the beta program, Ian. So yeah, you have to start stints manually. So if we're going to use it for next week, we might just need to be aware that somebody needs to make sure we start stints to keep on top of the everything. But I have given pretty much everybody access to it, so anybody should be able to do it. Also looks like the car behind is starting in the pits as well. Yeah, definitely. I agree. A couple of slower cars starting behind as well, so it's always good to know. All right, here comes the pace car. A bit nearer to the pit exit as well today than we were in the week.
Okay, Nick, here we go. Don't fuck this up.
All right.
He takes it, it's clear.
Nice and easy.
Forget what happened at the start. Let's try and salvage something. There's a big pile up in turn 4. The guy in front is Whiteman, and their rating is 2.6.
See the dust clouds.
Red, yellow flag. There's debris on the track.
And the tyre marks on the infield as well. So many things to think about though in this race. Off tracks, tyre temps, fuel.
The gap in front is now 3.0 seconds. E36.
We have Roy, yes. We had a quite interesting hour-and-a-half race last night with the AI.
The next car is Caesar.
Hey Mo, how you doing, buddy?
There's an incident in turn 8. Looks like it's Merlin. Yellow flag. Incident in turn 9. We think it might be Merlin. The leader's just done it on 19.05. Okay, Nick. The next car is Merlin B license, and their rating is 2.3. There's an incident in Saxon curve. It looks like Niklaus.
Yeah, it's been a while, buddy. Hope you're well.
We've got debris on the track. They're showing the red yellow flag. Yellow flag.
Woo.
Caution.
I thought he'd lost the car. Could have saw that at the last minute. Jeez.
B32.
Looking like a bit of stranded car carnage to make sure you're awake in the morning.
Car in front of us is Whiteman, and their rating is 2.6.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour race, Mo, so
That's a new fastest lap.
we'll be here for the next 3 hours.
118.90.
The one we did last night, Chris, I don't think I've ever seen the AI as aggressive as they were. It was carnage. Jimmy Broadbent took me out in lap 5. I think I got destroyed in the bus stop as well, somewhere along the line, so...
Car leaving the pits. The gap to Whiteman ahead is increasing. It's now 5.9.
Start bringing the brake bias back a bit. Tyres are getting there in the range.
On your left. Clear left.
But yeah, Chris, we have got like Ian was just saying there, we've got an updated setup in the folder. And it's a lot easier on the car when you go onto the banking.
So Whiteman ahead is now 5.9. The guy in front is Rinaldi and their rating is 2.2.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stream fest there, isn't it? On the back of this one, we got Damo and John doing the Raw.
New fastest lap for
12,
118,
30, I think it is. And of course, later we got Ian tackling this race.
There's an incident in turn 8. We think it might be Stanning. Incident in turn 9. Looks like it's Stanning. B31.
I might put up another session in the morning, Chris, actually, just like a practice session or something. If there's a few people around and not at a loose end. Because after this race, I'll be focusing solely on Daytona.
There's an incident in Castrol Omega. It looks like for Veyron. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Slippery surface flags out. Alright, Nick, the next car is Wheeler B30. Yellow flag, incident in Coca-Cola curve. It looks like it's Niklaus and Kratar.
Definitely more carnage than we had in our sprint race.
Sternquell, it looks like Kratar. Yellow flag, watch out. The gap to Wheeler in front is now 1.5 seconds.
Well, I'll put a feeler out on the Discord a bit later, Chris.
There's an incident in Coca-Cola curve. You think it might be Adams? Slippery surface flag. Careful.
I'm sure we'll have one or two other practices during the week anyway. Mustang looks like it's pushing a bit too hard here.
Right side. Watch line. Clear right.
Time was at 120.73.
Yeah.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
Nice pass. Well done, Nick. The car ahead is Rinaldi, and their rating is 2.2. New fastest lap for Ruanli, 118.45.
I don't know how much of it was a good move. I felt like he did concede a bit quite early into the corner phase there. But let's try and pull away from him. I'm not too bothered about Alexander
28.
behind because I think he was quite quick, to be fair. And he's recovering. So if he wants it, he can have it. You just pick and choose our battles.
The gap behind is now 0.
Right side.
Yeah, we'll let him go.
Still there.
It's your
Hold
corner,
your line.
Alexander.
Clear right.
As I found last night at Daytona, these Astons are slow in a corner, like rocket ships on straight lines. So now we need to try and build a gap to Tom again.
Okay, Nick. The next car is Kratar.
I've just caught something in my rear view mirror. There's a bit of action there.
Gap to Kratar ahead is increasing. It's now 1.2. B29. Come on, stop fucking it up. That lap time was 121.26.
Sorry, Jim, but I'm pretty sure you told me my target was P30, and I'm ahead of my target at the minute, so what's your problem, man? God, he always wants more, that engineer.
There's an incident in Castrol Omega. Looks like it's Wheeler.
That's Tom gone. Ha! I hear you, Roy. The front right's getting a little bit hotter than I'd like at the end of the lap, so let's give that some consideration. Ha! Chris. Just 1 or 2 degrees hotter at that point of the track than I'd like to be. Might be a bit easier on some of these turnings just to try and
It's increasing. It's now 2.6 seconds.
trying to use a little less steering angle. Don't really want to move the brake bias any further back than I already have.
That lap was a 120.42. The guy ahead is Rinaldi, and their rating is 2.2.
Just the front right, Roy, yeah. There's so many fast lefts in this last section here, the second half of the lap. The front right is screaming mercy.
The gap in front is now 2.2. 28. There's an incident in Sternquell. You think it might be Wheeler? The gap to Rinaldi ahead is now 1.5. Stanley behind is pitting.
Let's say we've lost Stan from behind. Just had an instance. I hate that corner. Just feels like it's never ending. Well, I feel like we're getting the temps under control a little bit here. It's certainly coming down. Certain points of the track where I just check to see what the temp is. The leader's only 17 seconds behind.
Incident in Queckenberg curve. It looks like Whiteman. Yellow flag. Alright Nick, the next car is Julian and their rating is 2.8. You've just done a 120, we're 9-1.
Whoa, he came over a little bit there, didn't he?
There's an incident in turn 4. It looks like they run.
On your right.
Aston looks very twitchy mid-corner.
Clear right.
Well done, fella.
Alright, vamos, let's go.
The next car is Rinaldi, and their rating is 2.2. B27. That lap time was 121.57. Slippery surface flag, be careful. Okay, Nick, ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits.
I think people are just, they're not thinking about that front right.
Head is now 1.2
Well,
seconds.
the non-experience. I'm not saying they haven't got experience, but I feel that's going to be a big part. You know, I just spending a few laps there, pulling that front right. And he was just so twitchy and struggling in those left-handers.
There's an incident in turn 9. Looks like it's Pratar.
See you later, right?
Red yellow flag. There's debris out there.
To be fair, I didn't mind. Miami was tough, don't get me wrong. But for me, Adelaide was tougher, mainly because of my conditions in my race.
B26.
The rain was brutal.
Incident in Castrol Omega. We think it might be Sasha.
Sasha goes spinning at the Sachsenring. I'm sure Ian would like to say yes, he's glad to be back at a proper racetrack. But then it's this place, and you know, this place is, I think, as you said earlier on in the week, Chris, or it was the end of the Ian stream last week, that you weren't a fan of this place in the GT3. So you know how brutal it is to drive. It's very much a groove track, this one. Get into the groove, get into the rhythm, and it's not too bad.
Rinaldi in front is now 1.4.
But it's when you start to
That was 120,
make mistakes
128.
and lose that focus and that groove. I mean, I'm not saying all tracks aren't a groove tracks. You really need to be in a groove at any racetrack to get the most out of it. This one more so, I feel.
Okay, Nick, you've got half your fuel left. Slippery surface flag.
Oh, you liked how the track flows. Sorry, I misunderstood what you said, Chris. Killer just here though on the shoulder. I came off the rig on Wednesday night and really felt it Thursday morning when I woke up.
That lap was at 120.48.
The only thing that doesn't like these left-handers more than me and Ian is my Apple iWatch. Keeps feeling like it's like I'm trying to turn it off. Oh, did you have a look? Are you having a look at your wheel, or are you still seriously now considering the upgrade, Ian?
The gap ahead is now 2.1 seconds.
I think that'll be my next investment. A new Formula rim. I mean, this one has done me solid, to be fair, considering it was only like a Logitech G29 add-on thing. I was a little bit worried when I got the Moser that it would just rattle itself apart or something, but no, it's standing the test of time quite nicely. Just I think a couple of the dials are just giving up the ghost on it a little bit, so. And it would be nice to have dials that turn all the way. These are just like switches that ping back to the middle when you've some more like rotary encoders would be nice.
Okay, Nick, you're reeling B25 in. The gap is now 1.8. gap to P1 behind is now 4.2. 1 lap ahead.
It's weird. Got a flicker there, like my FOV for some reason. Yep, it's good planning in.
There's an incident in Sternquell. We think it might be Abdelkader.
I got the leader coming up on us.
The gap to P25 ahead is now 2.7 seconds. P26. Okay, Nick, the next car is 1 lap behind. Blue flag. Blue flag. Blue flag. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track.
Oh!
White lines.
That all came from that back marker. What was he doing? I think I've lost my engine.
Blue flag.
Oh, no. Oh, it came back.
Right front, 73%. Rear right, 83.
We'll have a look at that in a minute. I'm just going to sort my race plan out in a moment. So, what I feel like happened there was... Hold on, just let me try and work this out on the race plan. Another minute, so 9:57. Alright, what's going to be my repairs here? What I feel like happened was the back marker gave up the position mid-corner, which threw me, so I had to go wide. I went off track, got my tyres dirty, and then completely lost it into the right-hander. Alright, it's only 20. Alright, it's not a massive loss. We'll have a look at that one after the race. Honestly, I thought that was 20 minutes of repairs. I could have driven that back to the pits, but the car just didn't seem to want to start up again, which was really weird. We've lost a few positions there. And we're also now running a fuel tank of
Traffic
fuel.
behind. Blue flag. Cold tyres all round. The guy in front is Caesar.
So we've boxed 20 minutes early, basically, for that. It's completely thrown the strategy up into the air.
Left side.
He's
Clear
not going
left.
to wait, is he? Jeez, it's straight on the fucking next bit, mate. Yeah, I think you're right, Ian. I've just noticed on the inside there, if it is my tyre track, there's a little tyre track just on the inside of the curb, on the grass. Right, let's get the brake bias forward again. Try and get some heat in the tyres.
B33.
Well, on my pace I was running, and my fuel target I was running, it says I can do another 6 laps to what I was targeting. So effectively I could do 12 extra laps.
B34 is getting closer. The gap is now 16 seconds. He's faster than you, entering Coca-Cola curve.
So the question is, if I can stretch out the 50 stints of 51 laps, what is 12 laps at, say, 1:20 and a half? Well, 12 laps at 80.5 seconds. Is that more than 20 minutes?
Gap to B12 behind is now 2.72 laps ahead.
That's what we're targeting now, though, Ian. 51s.
There's an incident in Castrol Omega. Looks like it's Bianchi.
I did 60 laps on a set of tyres against the AI the other night, so...
Blue flag. The guy behind has just done a 118.51. Red yellow flag. Debris on the track.
Hey, Damo. Yeah, there's only 73 teams registered for this event. I think what's annoying for me in that incident we just had was that it felt like the car wouldn't strike up. I think if the car had been running and we'd have seen that before we actually hit tow, we could have potentially just carried on with the stint. But that's a what if, and we're not allowed to talk about what ifs.
Your last lap time was 1:21.05.
On your right, clear right.
We started from the pit stay, mate, but we qualified in P29, I want to say. We did do qualifying. But we just had to tow. We
B34 was closing you down. The gap has come down to 7.9. Quicker than you entering Coca-Cola curve.
Sorry, I was concentrating there. Yeah, we caught up to a back marker on the next corner, and I didn't expect him to give it up like as he did, and he just basically backed out of it here, caught me off. I took it off track, and I think I must have got a bit of like dirty tyres or something. So I was trying frantically to get it turned into this next right-hander, and I think Ian says I may have clipped the grass and just lost the car. Hit the barrier, expected the worst, thinking the car wasn't running, so I thought I'd blown the engine and towed, but I only had 20 seconds of optionals, so I think I would have been able to carry on. And we was up to about P26, I think, at the time, but not to worry, these things happen. So now it's just about tyre management. Getting whatever we can out of this one.
Fail is gaining on you. The gap is now 4.7. You've just done a 120.61.
It's him.
B33. tail. Behind is now 5.3. Incident in Coca-Cola curve. It looks like sights. That lap was at 120.36. Captain V12. Behind is now 2.3. 2 laps ahead. There's an incident in turn 4. We think it might be Wheeler. There's an incident in Castrol Omega. It looks like it's Wheeler.
I'm still having issues.
Blue flag. Behind is now 3.5. Alright Nick, the next car is Wheeler. Last lap was at 120.29.
Car right. Clear right.
We gave up too much time there, but won't fight Rafale.
Incident in Sachsenring curve. We think it might be John and Paul.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
No point fighting that because he was gaining on me at a rate of knots.
an incident in Saxon curve. Looks like it's Ratar. The car ahead is Raphael, and their rating is 4.4.
That's it. I've already made my first stop, so...
Gap to Raphael. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.0. Okay, Nick. Lap times are pretty consistent.
I need to save though about 2 laps of fuel. That's the problem if I don't want to splash at the end.
To Raphael. Ahead is now 2.2. There's an incident in Coca-Cola curve. It looks like Martz, Paul and Julian. Yellow flag. There's an incident in Carthalan. It looks like Veyron. The driver in front of us is Wheeler. Incident in turn 8. Looks like it's Veyron.
Yeah, he's right in front of me now, Ian. Big group of cars in front.
Red yellow flag, there's debris on the track. There's an incident in Queckenberg curve.
Oh.
I think it might be Julian.
That was somebody blocking the pit lane.
E32.
Wasn't sure where he was going to come across in front of me there. I was going to let me go.
Left, clear left.
Nice one, mate. Well done, Nick. Right, the guy ahead of us is Raphael, and their rating is 4.4.
Alright, back up to P31.
B30, you've just done a 121.32. to Wheeler. Behind is increasing. It's now 2.3. Your lap time was 1:20.89. Okay, Nick, gone out of track limits. Keep
Such a lazy off track.
Wheeler has just been disqualified.
Not surprised. His name's come up a lot on Jim's call-outs today.
Ahead is increasing. It's now 6.8 seconds. 28. Incident in Sternquell. We think it might be Ivan. Red and yellow flag for debris. Okay, Nick, the next car is Caesar. There's an incident in Saxon Curve. It looks like Marco. Yellow flag. There's an incident in Queckenberg Curve. It looks like it's Marco. That was a 1:20 and 6.2. The leader, Wanley, is pitting. Wanley, car number 1, is leading the race.
On the grass area, it'll just have to back off the throttle so not to light up that rear tyre.
You're reeling Caesar in. The gap is 4.6. V27. Blue flag.
All right, Roger. You're One that's normally in your races, Ian, or you've raced with him before?
All right, Nick. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. Your lap times are improving. This is good. Your lap time was 1:20.128. Blue flag. They're showing the slippery surface flag.
Car right. Clear
The
right.
best place to give up the position, but appreciate it nonetheless.
Car right.
Blue flag.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
B25. The guy in front is rogue fail, and their rating is 4.4. Blue flag.
Bastards are so slow in the corners.
On your right. Still there. Clear right.
That was a 121.40.
And once again, like we've seen so many times this season and in recent times, a Mustang is at the front of the field.
Slippery surface flags out.
Oh, bodywork on the right hand side there.
Gap to 14th. Behind is now 3.2. 1 lap ahead. Your lap time was at 121.02. Sector 1 is 1.5 off the pace. gap to Rofail in front is now 12 seconds.
Good lad. Man, I just literally overtook him for position and now I'm lapping him.
There's a car exiting the pits. That lap time was 1:20.21.
Car left. Clear left.
Scrappy.
The gap to Rofail ahead is increasing. It's now 14 seconds.
Turning a bit too early there.
Got debris on the track. They're showing the red-yellow flag, B25.
Yeah, the leader went just over an hour. I don't know if you're looking at the pit information on iTelemetry, Ian,
2.1 seconds, 1 lap in front. You've got half your fuel left.
or if you're just looking at the actual leaderboards on screen.
The gap behind is now 14 seconds. That lap was at 1:20.65. Gap to B2 behind is now 4.9 seconds. 2 laps in front. You just done a 120.91. Sector 1 is 1.2 off the pace. Take care, this guy's got a bad reputation. Beringer, C license. Okay, Nick, you're reeling Beringer in. The gap's now 7.0. That lap was a 120.62. To V2 behind is now 3.2 seconds. 2 laps in front. Gap to V24 ahead is now 6.5. That lap was at 120.77.
Corner.
Blue flag. There's an incident in Queckenberg Curve. Looks like it's Eric. Reeling Beringer in. The gap's now 4.6.
Final corner.
You've just done a 120.37. That's good consistency. Keep it up. Gap to P2 behind is now 0.262 laps ahead.
Right side. Clear right.
Oh, he's got no rear quarter.
Blue flag.
Annoys me really because it's like that whole like left-hand section is right up behind me, like pressuring me through, almost like to want me to go faster. And then I pull over to let him pass, and he doesn't go past.
That lap time was 120.34.
Yeah, funny thing about that, Nicholas, is I know how much they cost, and it's a no. I'll make you a deal. When I win the lottery, I will buy you a wheel. I just need to start playing the lottery first.
On your left. Clear left.
I think he was a bit nervous there that I was going to go past him again.
Gap to Bianchi behind is now 5.8 seconds. That last lap was a 121.16.
Clear left.
Red yellow flag, watch for debris on the track. The gap to 15th place, behind is now 2.6 seconds, 1 lap ahead. Okay Nick, the next car is a lap behind. There's a car rejoining in front. B24, your last lap time was at 1:20.55.
I don't even know where I am with the stint right now. About 15 laps I think left on this one.
To Bianchi, behind is now 2.5. B23. Blue flag. Gap to B15, behind is now 1.9, 1 lap ahead.
I expect the livery to be nothing more than just Be More Doug written all across the car, Damo. Woo! It's a bit hairy.
Alright Nick, half distance. We estimate 12 laps remaining on this tank. There's an incident in Sternquell. We think it might be Clement. Has been disqualified.
Well, it's only been 2 to be fair. 2 that we've been told about. So we've got about 12 laps of fuel left. 20... It's 12 times 1 minute 20, guys. For a 16 minutes. So should be able to make this work on 1 more tank of fuel.
Bianchi is getting closer. The gap's now 1.9 seconds. He's quicker than you into Coca-Cola curve. Slippery surface flag. We've just had a warning for cutting the track.
The mental maths while driving was not a good thing. I'm gonna let him go.
On your left. Clear left.
Oh, don't panic. Come on, Nick.
And then you find, always seem to find the cards, but forget where their throttle pedals are.
P24. Keep it together. Come on. The race isn't over yet.
I think it's quite fitting that car 24 is in
Car in front
24th.
is Bianchi, and their rating is 2.7.
Team 24 and car 24 is in 24th.
The gap to P15 behind is now 2.4 seconds, 1 lap in front. Incident in Queckenberg curve. It looks like Marco. Blue flag. You've just done a 120.52.
On your right.
Blue flag.
Clear right.
Fastest lap for Ruanli, 118.39. disqualified.
Whoop, there goes another one.
The gap to P23 ahead is increasing. It's now 3.5 seconds. That was 120.48. The driver ahead is kind of a dick. Beringer, C license. There's an incident in Castrol Omega. It looks like Ivan. The gap to 13th place. Behind is now 0.9, 1 lap ahead.
Looks like Jones finally got tyres up to temperature.
Gap to Beringer. Ahead is now 2.5.
Right side. Clear right.
Blue flag.
On your right. Clear right.
Blue flag.
Give him it nice and early. Take a bit of stress off that tyre. They're doing a really good job though, to be fair, of managing that.
24.
Temps are much lower than the target I'd set myself.
Gap to 14th. Behind is now 0.9, 1 lap ahead. P23. Okay, Nick, that's good consistency. Keep it up. Ivan has just been disqualified. Red yellow flag, debris on the track.
Just down right.
There's a car exiting the pits, heads up. We estimate 4 laps fuel remaining. There's an incident in Coca-Cola curve. Looks like it's Bauman.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Whoopsie.
On your left. Clear left.
I'm going to do the same thing.
Left side. Clear left.
Okay, Nick, you just cut the track. The gap to E22 ahead is increasing. It's now 2.1.
Right side. Clear right.
Whereas Stefan there, I drifted out a little wide on exit there. I've compromised him a little bit. Alright, 3 laps to the box.
We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. Incident in Castrol Omega. We think it might be Bianchi and Pascatori. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 24 Celsius.
What was that rejoin? Felt like he was just going to drive straight onto the track there. So I'm not bothered about passing Bella at this point. But obviously Bella is a target for the next stint.
The gap is now 0.5.
Right, 2 laps.
22nd place. 2 laps of fuel remaining. You've just done a 121.34. Red yellow flag. There's debris out there.
Car left. Clear left.
Well done. Eyes front now.
Yes, we do, Damo. So I've been managing this stint just to make sure that early pit stop still work the 2 stop. So I'm pretty sure we would still save more fuel on the next stint to be comfortable. It's the beauty of this strategy.
The gap
Me and
to
Ian
Beringer behind is increasing.
decided
It's now
about,
4.7.
or I suggested to Ian, sorry, that we'd only
21.
run
We think you'll be out of fuel on the
45
next
laps
lap.
worth of fuel. Start 100 litres in the tank on start. And target like hour stints because of that front right wear. Does just give you that little bit of safety if like anything does happen around the right sort of time that you can adjust. I'm starting to struggle though at certain parts of the track, so it's definitely the right time to be boxing.
Two litres remaining in this lap. Box this lap, please, Nick.
The only thing about other cars around us, obviously they've got a lot less to run, so they'll be lighter for less.
Beringer has just been disqualified.
That was the car behind me, wasn't it?
Box in.
Ha!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
All right, good stint. Good stint.
Front right, 56%. Rear right, 78. That's a new fastest lap for Rafael, 118.26.
Got optional repairs, not really sure where they're from, but we'll take them. They'll be cleared by the time the fuel goes in. You caught me stuff in my face, Doug. It's going well, Doug. We had a little step back.
Exit's clear. Push. The car in front of us is Paul, and their rating is 2.2.
We had a little step back,
Blue flag.
which put us back a little bit, but we had flexibility in the stint, so hopefully it won't affect us.
Okay, Nick. Our fuel window opens on lap 86. It will
Left side. Clear left. Car left.
Oh, it's two.
Clear left.
Give him a little flash. Apologies on that. So yeah, it looks like at the minute we might need a little bit of minimal fuel saving, but I'm just going to carry on doing what I was doing in that last stint. Protecting the fuel, protecting the tyre, and making sure we don't have to box again.
The gap to Paul ahead is increasing. It's now 14 seconds. B25.
Really wasn't protecting that tyre as much as I thought I was. We're 56% on the inside of that. I'm thinking the inside. Yeah, 56% on the inside of that front right. Yeah, for this strategy now to work, we cannot box. We have to make it work.
The gap to Paul ahead is increasing. It's now 17 seconds. Sector 1 is 1.3, off the pace. There's an incident in Castrol Omega. We think it might be Adams. Yellow flag. The gap to Paul ahead is increasing. It's now 18 seconds.
Yep. We'll do everything we can though to try and make it work. We also need to try and pick up the lap times a bit. That's second off really where I want to be. For me, I think it's just more about like not giving like short bursts of throttle in between corners. Trying to stay out of fourth a bit more around here as well. Track temp's coming down though, we're down to 24 on the track temp, so
B25, that was 120.73.
like there as well. I don't think I fully came off the throttle, which wouldn't have helped.
Last lap time was at 120.66. Okay, Nick, pit window is open. The gap to V14 behind is now 1.7 seconds, 2 laps ahead. Bauman behind is pitting.
Roger that, Damo.
Lap times are pretty consistent. Car in front is Raphael, and their rating is 4.4.
Silly.
You're reeling, Raphael in, the gap is 19 seconds.
I think Raphael has to stop again.
Raphael in front is pitting.
A scruffy lap.
Okay, Nick, the next car is on, and their rating is 2.2.
He wasn't in the box for long, was he? Perhaps a drive through. Yeah, he's definitely. I saw him in the box before we boxed, so he has to stop again, for sure.
To Raphael behind is increasing. It's now 5.0 seconds. V24. The next car is Fairweather, and their rating is 2.4.
Thing is though,
V13 behind is now
I feel like
7 seconds, 2 laps ahead.
everybody in front of me has to pit again, or every other car on track has to pit again.
Fairweather ahead is pitting. Blue flag. Alright, Nick, there's a car exiting the pit. Heads
Because
up.
we know that we were only just making it.
23rd place.
Has the leader just boxed by any chance? I notice my fuel calculator is just sort of like seemingly giving me an extra lap, so I wonder if the leader's just boxed. Okay. So in the next 50 or 4 minutes, we're going to need the leader to kindly take back a lap from me.
Blue flag. Okay, Nick. The next car is Pole, and their rating is 2.2. Second place. You're a second off the pace in sector 1. Incident in Queckenberg curve. It looks like Eric. They're showing the slippery surface flag. Alright Nick, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. 21st. That lap time was 1:20.55.
Right, the leader isn't far behind me then.
There's an incident in Coca-Cola curve. Looks like it's
Car right.
blue flag mark.
Clear right.
I don't know why they don't just like wait until the straight. If P1 is like a little bit behind me, he's nearly a lap ahead of the entire field. I don't know if that's like the true P1 on paper. That might be P1 that's just gone past me actually.
P20. The gap behind is now 5.1.
Okay. It's minimal stress now trying through these tyres. Been able to take some of these corners at a little bit of a higher gear. Yeah, I knew the leader wasn't far behind.
Time was 1:20.33. Sectors 2 and 3 are 0.35 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Gap to P10 behind is now 2.6. 2 laps ahead.
Aston's struggling. Right there, mate. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Good luck in your race. I'll try and get in at some point.
The car in front of us is now 2 laps behind.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but I feel like Raphael behind has really turned down his pace a bit since he's had that drive-through. I mean, yes, he's had a bit of traffic as well to deal with, but
On your right. Clear right.
There's a car leaving the pits. The gap to Raphael behind is increasing. It's now 5.7. You've just done a 1:20.43.
Car left. Clear left.
Okay, Nick. The next car is Cousin, and their rating is 2.4. P20. The leader, Wanley, is pitting. That lap was a 1:21.00.
well, they didn't need the pit. Just keep doing what we're doing.
There's a car exiting the pits, heads up. The gap behind is now 5.0.
Car left.
They're going or not? Jeez.
Still there. Clear left.
Thing is, with like some people, they rush out the pits because they want to be in front of you, not really anticipating that they're going to be slow as shit. Maybe I should have just been a bit more forceful and a bit more aggressive there. Half a lap, okay.
Julian has just been disqualified. Incident in Sternquell.
So another one bites the dust. I think he'll catch that before, the leader will catch that before the end of the race. Still got 42 minutes to go. Can't take any chances. Okay, thanks, Ian. Do we know if Raphael behind needs to box again?
That was
or is he fueled to the end?
5.5. It's getting closer. The gap's now 1.0. A bit quicker than us entering Coca-Cola curve. There's an incident in Queckenberg curve. We think it might be a Veyron.
I mean, I'm not going to fight too hard because he is quicker than me, I think.
That lap was at 120.02.
On your right. Clear right.
Don't panic.
And we know that he is going to be on the limit for instant points because he has said the drive-through. I'm pretty sure.
The guy ahead is Raphael. They're rating is 4.4.
Again, though, I'm not really too bothered about sticking with him.
Now 1.0 seconds. V21.
Let this guy go. Nothing to gain by holding him up.
Car right. Hold your line, clear right.
That lap time was 120.72.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick, the next car is a lap behind. The gap to Rafael ahead is increasing. It's now 4.3. The gap to P9 behind is now 2.1 seconds. 2 laps in front.
Yeah, well, we're back in the green currently, Ian, so...
Rafael has been disqualified.
Oh, what a shame. Told you he was near the limit, didn't I?
Blue flag. The car in front is coursing and their rating is 2.4.
I need to just cross the line now.
The 20th place.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Blue flag.
Left side. Clear left.
Bianchi is reeling you in. The gap's now 7.6. He's faster than you into Coca-Cola curve. That's a new fastest lap for Sainz on 18.21. There's an incident in Sternquell. It looks like Bianchi has been disqualified.
Hey, they're all dropping like flies.
On your right.
Blue flag.
Clear right.
Okay, Nick, you're reeling, cussing in. The gap is 13 seconds.
Is that 13 or 30?
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Okay. It's obviously 30 then.
The car behind is coming to the
Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
good consistency. Keep them coming. The gap in front is now 13 seconds.
Well, that's the first sign there. The tyres are starting to go off.
You've just done a 121.06.
Thing is, I don't really want to change the way I'm driving, so I'm just going to carry on. So I think I'm probably safe on fuel now.
Okay, Nick, the next car is 2 laps behind. That lap was at 120.17.
On your left. Clear left.
Well, P10 just lost its front bumper.
The car behind's pitting. The gap ahead is now 13 seconds.
Roger.
Front is now 12 seconds. That last lap was a 1:20.91.
Yeah, I had a scruffy lap.
Incident in turn 4. Looks like it's Adams.
More concerned that all my fuel things have gone back into the red.
You're reeling. V19 in. The gap is now 10 seconds. John has just been disqualified.
Naughty John.
E19. The gap ahead is now 9.8 seconds. The guy behind has just done a 118.54. Red yellow flag, there's debris out there. The track temperature's decreasing, it's now 22 Celsius. Heads up, there's a car exiting the pits.
Yeah, I was thinking that
Gap
he's
to Cussin
closing
ahead
up,
is
isn't
now
he?
10 seconds. 18th.
Right side. Clear right.
Yeah, he flashes light, shows intention, so
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. Car in front of us is 2 laps behind. to the 11 behind is now 2.7. 2 laps ahead. The gap in front is now 10.0.
I mean, we lost the telly a bit, but at this moment in time, we need to make sure we get home.
Blue flag.
Okay. I mean,
The lap time was at 1:21.09.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
There's an incident in turn 10. Looks like it's Abdel Kader.
yeah, that's fine. That's fair enough. If he gets close enough again, then we'll let him go.
There's an incident in Coca-Cola curve. It looks like Adams. The gap in front is now 11 seconds.
We may have already done enough though now. Yikes. That's a lot of people. It's probably also another reason maybe why numbers are going to be down on this week. Not just the track choice, but obviously with the Raw.
Okay, Nick. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
15 minutes, 13 laps of fuel. We should have loads of fuel left. I meant that only 12 laps. Well, actually, we're probably about a lap over fuel at the minute then. So we are touch and go.
The guy in front is 36 laps behind.
36 laps behind.
17.
I'll just take another position there. Or was I always P18?
The gap to close in ahead is now 11 seconds.
Okay. I think fuel's still a bit touch and go. I don't really want to push too hard. Leader's 12 seconds behind though. Potentially lapping the second and a half quicker.
Incident in Coca-Cola curve. We think it might be Pascal. Last lap was at 120.64.
Yes, the leader was about a second and a half quicker than me that time around.
To close in ahead is increasing. It's now 12 seconds. There's an incident in Queckenberg curve. We think it might be Yang. Just done a 21.05.
Oh, for a little moment there, about starting to try and up the pace, get a bit greedy, try and close the
All
gap,
right, Nick,
but
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Nail every corner. Let's take whatever chances we can.
it's not the time to get.
The car ahead is 10 laps behind.
Complacent. I'll finish that sentence.
The gap in front is now 10 seconds.
It's such a small track, though. We've had extended periods of very quiet time on our own on track, haven't we? Tyres are starting to say no more. Easy. Right, so the leader should pass us.
That lap was at 120.76.
Actually, a lot closer now between P1 and 2 than it was.
Gap to Cousin in front is now 11 seconds.
Oh, okay. Then it's not that close. The only problem is the leader passing solves the problems, but if Teddy can't make it to the end of the race and doesn't get lapped, we'll obviously be a lap down, won't we? So yeah, I can see the leader though now in my rear view.
To P1 behind is now 2.0, 4 laps in front. Okay, Nick, that's good consistency, keep it up. Blue flag. This is okay. Keep those exit speeds up. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
More than enough fuel now.
We'll be warned about track limits.
Left side. Clear left.
Car number 9 is closing in. The gap is now 7.7 seconds.
About 3 laps. 1:24 if the leader picks up the pace. Depends how they want to run it. If they do 120 laps, then it'll be obviously 3 laps. The leader's doing 19, so it might go to 4. Annoyed that I picked up that other off track though. Yeah, we're going to go 3 more laps here. No, I think we'll go another one, Ian, because I don't think it'll get to 0. Looking at when the leader crossed the line, there was 2:42 left, so...
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Well, we'll find out in a minute. Right, 2 to go.
That lap was at 1:20.46. Okay, Nick, the next car is 30 laps behind.
We'll just go for it now because the guy behind has gained like 3 seconds over the last few laps. Don't want him to gain any more.
Yeah, has just been disqualified.
Alright, 1 to go.
P17, last lap.
Really scruffy last lap as well. Well, we did it. We did what we need to do and save the fuel.
2 litres left.
There are what ifs, but we're not going to go there.
Wanley is the winner.
There we go.
P18. That's the finish. Well done.
Well, kind of lied to us a little bit. Said we was going to take P17, but yeah, that one was tough. But thankfully, yeah, I know. Thankfully, the crazy strategy I spoke about and came up with Ian in the week was paid dividends for us, really, because we were still able to make that work. The incident happened just at the right time. Any deviation to that and it would have been a different story, I think. It would have been a lot more difficult to try and bring that home with 2 stints. But yeah, I'm happy with the P18 in top split. Middle of the pack. So I think there's either 36 or 37 in this one, so considering we were, I think I said car 31. But a lot of people, I think, just aren't very good with track limits. People just go all out, get loads of early track limits while they're battling with people, and don't think about the bigger picture. As I nearly mess up the final corner.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour.
I mean,
2.
that's perfection in fuel, isn't it?
Box now.
As we splutter into the box. Have I got enough to reverse back into my thing? Just. Oh, there we go. All right, it's before we end the stream. It
Left
is
front,
Doug.
74%.
I
Front
totally
right,
agree.
57%.
It is
Left
all
rear,
about being more Doug. Now,
87%.
before we end, I just
Right
want to take a look at that
81%.
instant just to see what happened. Let's say I think I got a wheel on the grass, being a bit unsighted by that back marker. But where are we? Team 24. And I think it would have been about lap 30. Let's have a look. Lap 29, okay. I presume there's a half-an-hour warm-up on the Raw demo. Okay, so it all sort of stemmed from sort of around here. We got... This is the right place. Oh, okay. So the back marker here is really slow. Yeah. So it's not his fault, actually. He was avoiding. I just went wide and then tried to cut back too early. Yeah. So, luckily I managed to not take out the leader. That was the leader going past as well. But, yeah, I think looking at that, I think it was Ives in front, wasn't it? He was actually avoiding action from this car here. He slowed there. And then just sort of, yeah, he tries to pull over to the inside. He tried to do the right thing, so it's no fault of his at all. Just sort of there. I suppose I'm not expecting, I can't see where he's taken and like the shape of his line here. So I'm expecting him to sort of push out wide. He pushes out, he pushes narrow, which catches me out a little bit. So I'm on the brakes, but it's a bit too late and I'm a bit all flustered. And then, yeah, on this stuff. And then, like I say, just turned in a little bit too early to try and compensate. It would have just been a lot easier just to lift back off the throttle and roll it round the corner. Easy to say in hindsight, of course. But yeah, we're on the grass there. Obviously lit the rears up. And then we're just a passenger after that. I think I need to change where my position is, though, for my ignition, because I turned the car off at that moment, at one of these moments as well. And I think that's what probably flustered me the most. If we go into the cockpit, yeah, if you watch this, if you watch this back, as I'm turning the wheel trying to get control of the car, I catch the ignition, and then I'm trying to turn the car back on, trying to get power back into it, and there's just nothing. It's all pressure low. So I'm pressing escape. And then right at that minute, just as I'm about to start towing, the engine comes back. Of course it does, but let's all remember. Let's all remember, guys. Let's all remember. Alright, so I am going to switch quickly to the results screen, and then we will wrap the stream up. So let's head on over to the results. And this was split 1 of 2. Strength field was 2,400. And we came home in P18. Car in front was disqualified, unfortunately. They must have been a lap ahead of us, which is why we didn't take it. Obviously, Teddy, in the end, managed to finish on 3 laps down. But, yeah, start from the pit lane, P18. We gain the remaining of our safety rating that we'd lost. So it was 4.99 back to the maximum safety rating. And we gained 22 iRating, takes us back over 2,000 to 2016. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame because you kind of feel like if they've been disqualified, then they should be disqualified and not even given a chance to be part of the disqualification. To me is throwing out the race. But anyway, we're not going to go there. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. It's a bumper day of streaming today. Lots of streams going on. So right now you can go and head over to Damien's Discord, where he's about to tackle the Raw. I know John74 is also streaming. Don't know if they'll be in the same race, but looking at the amount of participants, I think Damien's probably a bit in a higher split than John. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in this morning. I really appreciate it. Hope to see a few of you in a few other streams a little bit later during the day. But until next time, see ya.